Mr. White, it seems your client is having issues connecting.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm trying to text her right now. And Judge, I'm here on behalf of Greg Holton. Mr. Holton's presenting at a conference this afternoon that came up after this was scheduled, so I'm here on his behalf.
That's fine. Tell you what, Mr. White, we're going to come right back to you. Let's go and put him back in the waiting room and go on to the next case. All right, we're on the record, 23 CCR 235459, State of Texas versus Sulima Garza Campano. Mr. Bennett, if you would care to give the court an update on this case.
You're muted, sir.
Mr. Bennett, you are muted.
I hope you can hear me, Judge.
I can hear you now.
Okay, thank you. On our last meeting, we requested discovery and we were kindly given discovery. I've looked at 12 videos from the Walmart and questions to theft case and my client's statements and all the other stuff for discovery, probable cause affidavits and stuff. And my client insists that she was with her daughter and her daughter may have done some things, but my client, the mother, did not. And she's insisting she's innocent. She's been offered the pretrial diversion for theft, retail theft diversion program, which she's respectfully declined because she said she's not guilty of the offense. And I guess, I don't know, the next step, I don't see anything else other than setting it for trial.
Well, it's set for trial already.
Yes, sir.
So she has a pretrial on February 13th with a trial on March 4th.
February 13th. Is that at 9 o'clock?
Pretrial is 9 a.m., trial's at 10 a.m.
And the trial date was 3 what, Judge? I'm sorry.
March 4th.
4th. Okay. Well, she should be online. If not, I'll just call her and tell her what.
She is. She can hear everything. So,
okay, ma'am.
I'll see you at the pretrial conference. That's the next setting on February 13th. It's an in-person docket in my courtroom.
Yes, sir. We'll be there.
Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
Mr. Bennett, can you please just shoot me an email with any concerns you may have so that I can review everything?
Yes, I will.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
All right. May we be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
24 CCR 238253, State of Texas versus Chase Cantanella. He on?
I attempted to contact him and left a message that went straight to voicemail, so I don't know what, now I could check his voicemails and what, but he was aware of today's setting.
Well, docket started over an hour ago. State. Bailiff.
I'm at 342.
Thank you. So what do we want to set the bond at? State? It's an FTA. Yes.
I don't think he's ever actually arrested.
That's correct. It's an FTA. Bond conditions.
Her name is Lauren.
Give me a minute on that. So no contact. What else do you want? No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact as well?
I'm going to stay away 1,000 feet from the complainant's residence, employment, or school.
Okay. All right. What's the complainant's name?
Yes.
Date of birth? Granted, 3,000 with the conditions requested. So
Excuse us.
you may. Thank you. Have you entered it? Okay, hold on. Don't go on to the next case just yet. Just a minute. Muncie. So we have the attorney, but no defendant. Westcott. Mr. Westcott,
Yes, Your Honor.
your attorney, your client is not present in the Zoom waiting room.
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good afternoon. Is your client with you?
No, Your Honor, my client is not with me. I got a call this morning that he was arrested. He went to his school. He has mental issue, Your Honor. I got a call this morning that he was arrested at his school. He went over there to get his transcripts, and I don't know if he got into an altercation. I do not know the details of that situation. So he's behind bar right now in Jefferson County, I was told.
Thank you for your honesty and update. State.
State moves for bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
Bailiff.
No, I'm doing 348.
You. Any bond conditions on this case?
This one I'm pulling up right now, Your Honor.
I don't show any.
I also show. They would request standard conditions on this case, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Mr. Westcott, your client is, bond is forfeited, KPS is issued, new bond is set in the amount of $2,500. Do you have a question? Your hand is raised.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm not hearing I don't know what happened to my audio, but I heard KPS just now. Am I correct, Your Honor?
Your client's bond is forfeited, a KPS is issued, and new bond is set in the amount of $2,500.
Your Honor, I respectfully ask that the court withdraw that. He was here on November 5th. He was in my office November 5th with his mom, not realizing that the court had moved the hearing to today. And the circumstances under which he's not present today is truly, Your Honor, beyond his comprehension. I visited with Mr. Collins yesterday. He knew the subject of our conversation because when they came here on election day on Tuesday, I personally observed that he has some mental challenges. He was talking to himself, and that he talking to himself. His late brother who died in an accident a few years ago, a medical student. He was saying the body did not die; that he left the house. Based on those observations, I arranged a meeting to visit with Mr. Scovey yesterday, and we visited yesterday. We went over these mental issues and how he can be helped. Why he went to his school, I have no idea, but what I understand is that he went over there and he was asking for his transcript. I don't know what he needs his transcript for. I don't know what behavior he exhibited over there, and they called the cops on him. So, Your Honor, respectfully, I'm asking this honorable court to temper justice with mercy. It is not his intention not to be here today, Your Honor. He was here for the Zoom on Tuesday, but I told him, no, it's going to be today. I myself, Your Honor, I have been on this call since 2:01. I had to send an email to Mr. Scovey that is very unusual for this court to resume late. I was about to log off when I heard my name. So, Your Honor, please, I'm asking this honorable court to temper justice with mercy and not be obvious of the fact that he's not being here today on Zoom is not intentional. It's because he was arrested in Jefferson County. This young man needs some help, Your Honor. Issuing further capias for his arrest is not going to help him.
All right, first off, we have a very large docket today, and Sarah Toller, my court coordinator, sent a message to everyone in the waiting room indicating to be patient because of the size of the docket. So I apologize that you've had to wait so long, but we've had quite a few people set today.
Very well, Your Honor. I understand that, Your Honor. I'm not worried. It's not about me, Your Honor.
I understand your request, Mr. Westcott, but he missed today's court date because he went and got himself arrested. I am granting the motion by the state. I am issuing a KPS for his arrest. I'm setting new bond. A hold will be placed on him. If he gets out of, I think you said Jefferson County, if he gets out of the Jefferson County Jail, he'll be transported to Fort Bend, and we'll bring him over on the first possible Friday that we can. So I'm denying your request.
Very well, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
May I be released, Your Honor?
You may.
Thank you, Judge.
Cruz. We're on the record in 24 CCR 237375, State of Texas versus Brianna Beck Cruz. Ms. McKnight, why don't you give this court an update?
Good afternoon, Judge.
Good
This
afternoon.
is a case that was last reset because the state has indicated that, well, the state represented to the court at our last setting that they had tried to locate the complaining witness in this case and had been unsuccessful. We were prepared to move forward with trial. We are still prepared to move forward with trial, and we intend to do so. I did reach out, or the prosecutor reached out to me about a week ago, Your Honor, and indicated that they had sent another investigator or sent a second request to try to locate this complaining witness. They have not been unable to locate this complaining witness in a year. And so I have been in communication with them. Obviously, I have my position on the case that we are prepared to move forward with trial. And that is the only update I have at this time.
All right, well, you're scheduled for trial on March 4th, pretrial on February 13th. That's your next court setting. So thank you for the update, State. Any update that you'd like to provide?
Nothing further than that, Your Honor. Just to clarify, there are no resets in this court, Your Honor. We have the docket control. I have indicated that to the council that we are already set for trial.
Yeah. Well, I just
Yes,
said
sir.
so. Okay, Ms. McKnight, thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go. If Pamela is
Thank
still
you, Your Honor.
where to go. Is Ralph in there?
And Judge, may we be excused at this time?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Tia West. Move on to the next case. Akeem Olawanmi. Bring up the attorney.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. We're on the record in 24 CCR 237434, State of Texas versus Akeem Olawanmi. Mr. Yancey,
Yes, sir.
understand this is Zoom, but next time you appear in my court, or next time you appear on Zoom, I want you to treat it as if you were in a courtroom. So
I
if
understand, Your Honor.
you in a suit or a coat and tie. Thank you. All right. Would you care to give the court an update on this case?
Yes, sir. I spoke with the state. I think that we are very close to a plea deal. If the coordinator, Madam Coordinator, is able to provide us with the plea date, I think we will be able to dispose of this case.
November 19th at 1:30.
That works, Your Honor.
All right, you are scheduled for an in-person plea on November 19th at 1:30 p.m. I'll see you and your client in my courtroom.
Yes, sir.
You're free to go. Thank you. You're free to go.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let's go back to Tia West. Let's get your client in here.
Yes.
Ms. West, you need to turn your video on, please.
Okay. Can we see the host says I should start your video? Okay. Can you see me?
Yes, we're on the record in 24 CCR 237513, State of Texas versus Tia West. Ms. West, let me ask you a question. Would you show up to court looking like that? Into a courtroom?
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Mr. Palin?
Your Honor, my apologies. We have spoken with the state. We're anticipating entering into the theft diversion program. We submitted a financial affidavit. I believe the turnaround on that is about 2 weeks. We have every inkling being successful in the program.
Anything you'd like to add?
Nothing further to add, Judge.
All right, thank you for the update, Counselor. You're free to go. Ms. West, you're free to go. Don't ever appear in my courtroom or on Zoom looking like that again, please.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. All right, these next two, the attorney is not going to be present. Yeah, bring them both in.
Oh. Judge, if you would like, I spoke to Mr. Williams before docket. I can provide the court an update if you wish.
What's going on?
So on Mr. Draper, Mr. Williams emailed us a PTI packet this morning. We're in the process of going through that, drafting the memo that will be submitted as soon as possible for Soto. I believe we are close to a deal on that. I just need to have one more conversation with Mr. Williams, but I think it will be.
Mr. Draper, Ms. Soto, can you hear me? Your attorney, Mr. Lorenzo Williams, is in another court in a hearing. He will be unable to attend today's docket. As such, I am passing y'all's hearing. You are free to go.
Okay.
Court date for you, Mr. Draper, is February 13th. It is a pretrial conference at 9 a.m. in my courtroom. And Ms. Soto, 1 second. Let me get to your case.
Was this court date considered a pretrial conference?
No, this is a status conference. Your next one is pretrial.
Okay.
You're free to go, Mr. Draper. And
Thank
Ms.
you.
Soto, your next court date is January 30th. Is a pretrial conference at 9 a.m. It is in person in my courtroom.
All righty. Thank you.
Go. Let's go back to the cases we have missed. Let's skip over Mr. Gonzalez's for now. We'll save those for last. Well, and Ms. Godfrey. Well, what about, did we get Medina taken care of?
They were having issues. With the defendant and with Mr. White.
Ms. Harris, if you would turn your video on, please. All right, we're on the record in 23 CCR 237260, State of Texas versus Kiana Janae Harris. Ms. Godfrey, if you give the court an update.
Yes, Your Honor. I had received a waiver application for Ms. Harris to fill out to waive her fee for the pretrial diversion offer. And I emailed that to her a couple days ago, and I just emailed it to her again right now. So hopefully once she gets that filled out, she can proceed with the rest of her requirements for the pretrial diversion program, Your Honor.
Do you think she'll be entered into the program prior to the next setting?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Thank you for the update. You and your client are free to go.
Have a good afternoon.
You do the same, Medina. Ms. Medina, if you would turn your video on, please. All right, we're on the record in 24 CCR 237739, State of Texas versus Christina Medina. Mr. White, would you care to give the court an update on this case?
Yes, Judge. I'm here on behalf of Mr. Greg Holton, who is the attorney of record on this case. I spoke with Mr. Holton this morning. He stated that, to the best of his knowledge, all discovery has been received, and he does have an offer from the state. They have not made a decision yet on how to resolve it.
Okay. State, anything you'd like to add?
Nothing further to add, Judge.
All right, Mr. White, thank you for the update on the case. You and your client are free to go. Next court setting is on February 27th. It is a pretrial conference.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you very much. Y'all have a great afternoon.
You do the same. Let's bring in the next two cases at the same time. They'll be passed. I can't even communicate with them. Well, just see if she can come down for a second. Is Wilson in the waiting room? So Wilson never appeared. I have a motion.
State moves for bond forfeiture, Your Honor.
It's an FTA.
My apology.
It's okay. No, there's a bond on here. Bailiff.
$5,000 bond, Judge.
PR bond. He's now got a $10,000 bond.
Yes, Judge.
Somebody here with me that speaks English?
Ms. Martinez does?
Yes.
What time did you call it?
406.
Bring him in. All prior bond conditions shall remain in place.
Yes, Your Honor. My one question for you, Judge, I'm looking at the conditions of bond currently. It shows commit no offense, prohibited from entering Walmart. The no offense is checked, but the Walmart isn't, and then it has the reporting condition crossed out. Is the Walmart condition valid since it is
No.
not checked?
It is not. So do you want to add it?
Yes, please.
Have you entered? There we go. Ms. Martinez, your defense counsel has failed to appear. It is now 4:08 PM. Docket started 2:30. I'm passing your matter. You're free to go. Your next court setting is February 27th at 9 a.m. Mr. Wilson never showed up. Thank you. All right, that concludes today's docket.